Hey Frugivore, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a reaction video, and I know it's been a long time since I've reacted to a What I Ate in a Day video, but here we are, right? I was feeling it, so let's get into it. So today is going to be a reaction to What I Ate in a Day as a fat person, and this is like a compilation of videos from fat people who want to share what they're eating to inspire others, I guess. Hopefully we can actually turn that around and get them actually thinking about what the impact, of what they're eating is on themselves, the animals, and other people. Okay, so let's get into it. And I've chosen this video because the format is much easier for me to respond to when it's in like a whole, line of these What I Ate in a Days in a row. So let's check it out. This first scene is already a shocker. Okay.
Hi guys, so welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. Remember, I'm fat and I don't eat healthy.
I'm fat and I don't eat healthy. Don't be proud of that, sister. Don't be proud of it. It's really it's like fun and games when you're young, right? But when you get older, you're going to be in a world of pain eating this way. There's going to be the animal's revenge. There's also going to be the fact that you have not educated yourself and remained ignorant. It's going to be very painful for you. So I'm just letting you know early.
Today for breakfast, I'm having literally the exact same thing that I had yesterday for breakfast, which was a burger from Burger Boy. I ordered the double burger with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, jalapenos, onion, and some mayo.
Oh, at least there's some salad in there, but look, she's just loading up on the animal fat and the animal protein first up, right? And it looks disgusting. It looks disgusting. It is disgusting for your arteries, for your body fat stores. Like, it's just the worst way to start the day because, you're coming from this overnight fast where you've been depleting your liver and you need actual sugar. You need the simple sugars. You need the glucose. You need the fructose coming in quantity because you are a frugivore. So when you put this rubbish into your body, you just really, really punish yourself. It's a real punishment. And, it just leads to caffeine. It leads to binges on sugary stuff because you're not meeting your basic physiological needs.
I forgot to ask for cheese, so I just added some cheese whenever I got home.
Well, so it wasn't fatty enough. She's not getting enough animal fat in. She added extra. She added cheese when she got home. Instead of saying, oh, at least I, didn't add the cheese and I kind of saved myself some fat calories. She's like, no way, I want it. There's a lot of animal hormones as well, a lot of cow hormones that really just don't work in the human frugivore body.
I also got the meal and it came with fries and a drink, and for my drink I got some lemonade. For my
What is that?
lunch, I'm also kind of sort of having the exact same thing that I had yesterday for dinner, which was my
Wow. So much animal fat here. So chicken Alfredo, so dead bird Alfredo lasagna. Oh gosh.
mom's homemade chicken Alfredo lasagna.
This girl is going to be hitting the sugar pretty soon. I'm sure. I have not seen these videos, but see, she's got some carbs in there in the form of the starches, with the lasagna. Obviously, she's getting some glucose there for sure. Fairly good whack, but she's not getting the sweet fructose hit, which frugivores really, really need. And she's getting this overabundance of saturated animal fat and cruelty. Wow.
Along with that, I'm also having some turbos. If you're really listening to this video right now, do me a favor, go to the comments and let me know what your favorite Italian meal is. Personally, for me, it's between the infamous chicken Alfredo or...
Oh gosh, I really think that is an abomination of the chicken Alfredo. I don't think the Italians would have even eaten it that way, to be honest. Even though I don't recommend eating dead birds, obviously. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these dishes have been really destroyed by the West.
Meal is, personally for me, it's between the infamous chicken Alfredo or chicken Parmesan with extra cheese. Correct me if I'm wrong.
See, she's got this kind of humorous, voice, and she's got kind of making light of a heavy situation. Go visit a hospital, sister. Go and see the results of eating like this long term. It is not pretty. It's painful. No one wants to live that way, and starting, being like this when you're this young and thinking, oh yeah, it's all fun and games. Oh my gosh, you don't realize you're really, really heading for the edge of the cliff.
But doesn't it look like those two eggs were meant to be connected? Anyways, tonight for dinner, I am having 2 over medium eggs over some mozzarella cheese and some toast. Y'all.
Wow. Okay. So she's having eggs on toast with cheese. And look, she's getting some carbohydrates again. She's getting some glucose in there, which is obviously good, some wartime glucose. But she's also having these fried eggs on top. And she had a whole lot of oil in there. The fat calories is through the roof. So her blood sugar, I would not be surprised if she's not diabetic already, because her blood sugar is going to be all over the place. You know, it's going to remain raised because you have so much fat in there, and then you're initiating this lipid lock where you're basically locking the sugar out of the cell. And then insulin is just high all the time. Fat burning is suppressed. It's just not worth it. Not worth it.
I already know I like my shit spicy, so I put some hot sauce all over my food. And that is everything I had for the day. But like I always tell y'all, that's enough about me. What did you eat today? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, she's definitely binging out on sugary stuff other days. That is for sure. But sister, that's a real disappointment. That's a 2 out of 10. A 2 out of 10. You're barely on the scale there. That's terrible.
Bye.
Bye. This lack of responsibility is just like so sad. I mean, like, you can eat 2,840 calories. Just be discerning about where those calories are coming from, about the foods. You know, make sure you're very careful about what you put in your mouth, because it's going to either give you pain or pleasure, especially long term.
This is what a fat girl eats in a day, hungover edition.
Okay, even better. This one is drunk. Oh, she was drunk and now she's hungover, and I'm sure this is going to be a pretty one.
And as always, if you get offended by a fat person eating, scroll away now. So I woke up.
It's not about getting offended by a fat person eating. This is not what it's about at all. Okay, it's just this lack of caring for you, lack of caring for the audience that you're showing this crap to, and basically inspiring others to be pathetic as well. And it's the animals. So, you know, stop trying to make it about the way you look. It's not that. It's way, way deeper than that.
And I had this chocolate-filled croissant from Tesco, which was
Oh my goodness. Wow. That looks like it probably could last about 10 years in that packet. So a chocolate-filled croissant. Yeah, she's getting some glucose there, and she's getting some fructose because she's having sugar. You know, there's sugar in there. So she's getting that glucose fructose split, which is good to get the sugar. But when you get it coupled with the fat like this, it really interferes the uptake of the sugar into your cell, right? And like I said before, the insulin remains elevated because this is quite high in fat as well. It's a really shocking way to start the day, and it's actually going to make her more tired. And that's not what you want first thing in the morning, right?
absolutely delicious. And of course, because I'd been drinking the night before, I felt so dehydrated and in need of water. So I had this 2-litre bottle of water.
I feel like this is going to be the cleanest thing she consumes all day, the water. Well done. At least she's hydrating herself.
To just last me throughout the day. Later on, I then had a tuna mayo.
Oh, wow. Packet life, right? She's really going for the convenient options here. Lots of packaging and, super bland and wartime.
And sweet corn sandwich. I did start eating it before I filmed it. I'm so fat, I know. I then decided.
So what she should have started the day with was a juice at least, right? A big ass juice. Obviously a smoothie is even better. Getting that fructose in, replenishing that liver after the fast. It's so, so important for how you feel on that day and even subsequent days. So especially after you're hungover.
I decided to binge watch the Gypsy Rose documentary thing. What's it called? The Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And whilst I did, I had some cheese and onion crisp.
Cheese and onion crisps. Like this girl is all about the packet life. You can see that convenience. This really pulls away from your body. You need the living enzymes in raw foods like fruits. You need that living nutrition. You're a living being. Don't build yourself on this dead rubbish. I mean, it just shocks me how much people do depend on this convenience rubbish.
Also had some What's-Its, and I had this cute.
What's-Its? Oh, she's fallen for all the marketing and stuff. Really cheesy. Oh, yeah. This probably lasts about 10, 15 years.
Little Valentine's cupcake.
Stick it in your bunker, sis. Stick it in your bunker.
out of a packet that my nan brought round for Valentine's Day. And I also had a Lindor
Okay, so she's got a cupcake there, yeah.
chocolate bar, because honestly, Lindor is like one of the best chocolates ever in my...
Yeah, this girl is really, really depleted. Okay, she's very depleted. She's reaching for not only convenience options, but there's a lot of sugar in these options. The brain is just like, give me the fuel that I need to feel balanced and to feel energy and to feel vibrant. And unfortunately, she's packaging it with the fat. She's having a lot of fat at the same time. And again, that's just going to interrupt the flow of sugar into the cell and lead to insulin resistance.
Opinion. Whilst we're at it talking about chocolate, comment what your favourite chocolate is down below. And then for dinner...
I mean, on the point of chocolate, I haven't craved chocolate for over 18 years. I honestly haven't. I have had it during that time, like in the form of cacao and stuff like that, but very, very rarely, because when you get enough fruit, especially get that breakfast smoothie in, the desire for chocolate just goes away. It's like it never existed. And I was a big chocolate fan. Honestly, loved it because it's so depleted.
I had roast veg with chicken. This was so needed. When like you're hungover and you feel like shite and you just want to like have a nice, wholesome cooked like meal.
There is nothing wholesome about eating dead birds. I mean, I know it doesn't look like a dead bird anymore, but that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And you just stuck it in the fry pan with fat and tried to disguise it and make it closer to like fruit. Really, that's what humans are doing. And this vegetable matter, I'm not exactly sure. It looks very greasy, very greasy. So basically people just have like a big plate of, when they have vegetables like this, it's like a carrier for the fat, for the lard, for that animal fat. You can see it's greasy, or seed oils and that sort of thing. But it's a no. It's not wholesome. It's not wholesome. Where is the living food in your day? Where is the fruit? There's nothing. Nothing at all.
This hit the spot. Honestly, it was 10 out of 10. And then later on, I just got into bed and watched some films because I just could not be asked for anything. I did, however,
of course,
this hit the spot. However,
of course, you couldn't be asked for anything because you're not feeding yourself. You're not nourishing yourselves, right? White chocolate now. Wow, she's hitting it.
The freezer, and I found a white chocolate magnum. These are literally the best. Anyways, that's it.
This is a lot of fat. This is a lot of fat over this day. She must feel ill. And you wonder why people have, problems up here and in their body hormonally. They've got PCOS. They've got all these issues. And they're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's like, hello. Anyway, it's a fail.
Back for tomorrow. Love ya.
How about you love ya? Love yourself. Love yourself enough to nourish yourself properly. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sausage, bacon, and mushroom balm with 2 times hash browns. Yikes, yikes. Okay. It seems like we've got no sound on this one, but again, just starting the day with this animal protein and animal fat, just getting it into the sludging up that bloodstream without the fructose. Where is it? Okay. So she's got some form of potential fructose. I'm not sure if Lucozade has actually artificial sweetener or actual sugar. I hated how there's no actual sugar anymore, right? It's terrible. It's like, my goodness. I mean, in these drinks and stuff, obviously it's still in 75% of supermarket products, but a lot of these drinks are replacing with artificial sweetener just across the board. It's crazy. And it doesn't replenish your liver. It doesn't replenish your muscles or anything. It's just fake, fake, fake. Okay, she's probably got some sugar in there, I'd say. I can even see the sugar on the outside. Hopefully, they're getting like huge with the artificial sweetener in the lollies too, in the candy. But right, I mean, having this is actually better, much, much better than any of the breakfasts I've seen so far. It really is. 6 squares of milk, peanut, caramel. Oh, getting the fat in, getting that fat and cow cruelty in. Okay, so she's got some popcorn, sweet and salty popcorn. I mean, not terrible, but I'm not sure. There's probably heaps of butter on it. So you could even destroy things like plain corn popped with butter. Super young. These girls, they put a lot of work into their makeup, the eyelashes, the nails. You've seen the nails. But then when it comes to their nourishing their body, they're like, screw it. Screw it. I'm not going to even care. I don't care. And that's what we have to change. That's what we have to change. And that's what I'm doing in the VIP community that I have going at the moment, a 12-month fruit-based course. You should definitely check it out. This month, we're actually doing Shine Month. So we're creating low insulin, like just normal insulin, great blood sugar response meals for dinner. So it's kind of in between raw and raw till 4. So they're more cooked, higher fructose dinners. Very unique. Okay. That's what we're doing. You should join us. There's a link in the description below and you can ask me anything there. So, and it seems more stuff. Anyway, this is a shocker. Okay. So soda. So pink soda. Okay. Good. I'm not going to give you much shit about that. Buttermilk chicken burger and dusted fries. Oh gosh, meat. See, it's bad when these couples get together too. This Sam is probably a partner or a boyfriend or something like that, and they just like binge together, right? I'm trying to avoid that. You don't want to bring each other down. Whoa. That is some salty, fatty business. Got to have the ranch sauce. Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, this has become kind of like, it's trendy. It's trendy to share your rubbish online and, be pathetic together with others and, like, think it's fun and cool. It's really not. I'm watching you and I'm really just quite disgusted. Okay, at least you got some soda in there. You got some sweetness. Oh, wow. She really has the room for, wow. Now she's going for more sweets, so this is a fruit. This is where the fruit should be coming in. Nothing's fresh, right? Where is the fresh food? 5,091.
Hi, guys.
I mean, it's fine. You can eat 5,091, but you're going to find it very hard when you have the high fiber, high carbohydrate foods. Very hard to hit that every day. I want to see that. All right. So, okay.
Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day birthday edition.
Oh, no. I recognize that voice, and this looks really like trash.
And remember, I'm fat and I don't eat healthy. Today for...
don't eat healthy. Sorry, that voice just really gets to me. Please start caring about yourself. Please start caring about yourself. Well, how old is she? Is she even 20? Like this... I know some people be like, oh, give her a break. She's only young and stuff. It's like, no, my gosh, there's individuals who are super young popping off the planet with heart disease. They're having heart attacks, cancer, all sorts of like issues to do with what they're putting in their mouth. So it doesn't, just because you're young, it doesn't mean you're going to get away with it, right? It doesn't mean that. And don't you want to have a better life, like more energy?
breakfast, I picked up some McDonald's. I got myself the big breakfast, but instead of sausage, I got the steak. And of course, I got the big breakfast, the one that comes with the hotcakes.
There is nothing good here.
I made myself a little steak and egg biscuit sandwich, and then I had my picante sauce with some hash brown. I
mean, like, how do people still eat at McDonald's? I can't believe it's actually a thing. I can't believe there's actually individuals who think it's okay to eat at McDonald's. Help me understand in the comments. What's going on? When are they going to wake up? It's like there's like people who still smoke.
back at heart. Always have been, always will be. So when it comes...
Okay, so this noodly thing, it can work. This can work. It's not what I recommend during the day because it's better if you have fresh food. Your body has to work way less hard to digest and process. And that means you have more energy, right? That's great. You have more energy. That's what we want. And this can work if it's a plant-based version, obviously, and low fat.
To my birthday, yes, I'm gonna have some amazing ass food. Today for lunch, I'm having some pho. As always, for my San Antonio friends, I get the pho from Pho Garden, and it's close to City Base. I got myself the...
Okay, so she's got this pho.
Chicken and shrimp pho, and I fixed up my broth with chili oil, hoisin, onion, cilantro, and y'all already know I like my shit hella fucking spicy, so I added some sliced jalapenos and a fuck ton of sriracha.
Okay, yeah, she's got a like dirty little mouth there. Fuck ton. She likes it spicy, and a big part of the reason why people do like it spicy is because they are actually deficient in vitamin C. Because vitamin C is like the sour acid kind of component of fruit, and they're not getting enough fresh. So they're actually going for this spicy stuff for that reason. It's very interesting if you analyze it a bit more. So yeah, she doesn't need to be putting this meat and fish in there and getting the heavy metals and all this rubbish. Anyway.
And bitch, it was so fucking good. Night for dinner, I went to my mom's house, and for an appetizer, I had some shrimp ceviche with some avocado and some crackers. And
What? Oh my gosh. So she got these takas or whatever. I don't know. But she's got them on the wartime bunker taco. And she's got probably some animal being cut up in there. And where is the fruit? Where is the freshness? Where is the living life? I mean, there's not some avocado maybe.
And then for my meal, I had some shredded brisket tacos with some pico de gallo, avocado, and some hot Cheetos. If you're really listening to this video right now, do me a favor, go to the comments and let's do a little birthday check-in. Let me know.
No, we're not going to do a birthday check-in. That just looks like it's just not going to meet your needs, right? It's just not going to meet her needs. She needs something like a smoothie so badly. Where is the actual nutrition here? She's going to be so tired after eating like this.
What your sign is and when your birthday is. For dessert, I'm having literally the best cake ever, which is some of my mom's homemade banana cream cake. But yeah, that is
banana cream cake. Oh, we're getting closer to fruit here. We're getting closer to fresh food. Even though it's cooked, the banana is cooked into the cake. Boy, we're just not going to see fresh fruit today, I don't think. A lot of cream, yeah. And look, she's suffering for it. She's suffering and she's only young. You're instilling these habits long term, and it's going to be very, very hard to reverse your situation. You can, don't get me wrong, you can, but when you just keep eating like this day after day after day, and she's probably been raised this way as well, it's very hard to then go back and change things. It can be done, of course, but just do it as soon as possible.
Everything I had for the day. Like I always tell y'all, that's enough about me. What did you eat today? Let me know in the comments. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so what I eat in a day is a fat girl who's not trying to lose weight. That's a problem. What's wrong with you? Why are you not trying to lose weight? See, that's the society. Like, people aren't even uncomfortable about being overweight anymore. Some people are, obviously, but there's people like this girl who feel comfortable just not trying to lose weight. You should feel uncomfortable. You should feel even embarrassed, because this is motivation for you to step up and get the ball rolling and get rid of that excess fat, okay? The fat doesn't define you. It's not who you are. It's just some extras hanging around, but you need to get honest about where you're at and uncomfortable. So you actually want to save yourself, because otherwise you're heading for the cliff. You're heading for a lot of disease and pain. And why? When you can eat an amazing fruit-based diet and feel fantastic, feel like vibrant, feel like you're actually nourished, fully nourished and energetic, it's just so worth it. Okay, so she's got the coffee, she's got the caffeine, the dragos. I mean, that's a shocking way to start the day, and now it's 12:30. So she needs a big-ass smoothie, that's for sure. At the very least, get a juice in, add sugar to the juice, get something into your liver so you can actually focus better with your brain, because this liver flatline, I call it the liver flatline, when you're coming from the overnight fast and you're not replenishing what you've lost overnight, because when you're sleeping overnight, the brain still has to be working. The brain is still working, still requires glucose, right? So you're depleting that as you're sleeping, you're dreaming, doing all this stuff. And then she's coming in with the drugs. It's obviously really bad. Today, meatball and olives.
That's great.
Is that it? Just meatball and olives? Oh no, that was not too inspiring, was it? Meatball and olives. Did you at least put salad on it? You know, salad?
That's crazy.
See, so she's getting some sugar here at least, or maybe it's like artificial sweetener. 2 p.m. So she's not eating very much bulk here. She's not feeling her stomach. She says she's not trying to lose weight, but I can see she's definitely trying to restrict here. So she's going for a white chocolate and macadamia cookie. So she's getting, well, see, this is what happens when these individuals, they undereat. They're not meeting their caloric needs. So then they go to drugs. It's very, very easy to work out. And then this causes issues with fat burning, with lipolysis. It causes hormonal issues, cortisol, insulin. These are hormones, and you don't want to be screwing them with them by having these burnt cacao beans, burnt coffee beans, granules.
Take choice.
Yikes. Yeah, watch out eating at those places. So she's got like, fried corn chips and a whole lot of that liquid cheese, and it's a lot of fat. A lot of fat. You can see fat equals fat. You know, you just will make yourself fat if you eat a lot of fat. Had loaded nachos. There's an obese youth, and it's really, really sad. This junk food eating has to stop. Honestly, start looking after yourself. Like I said, the future is going to be very painful. Sweet treat was needed, of course. I never crave ice cream, but tonight I did, because you're restricting throughout the day and you're acting like you're not trying to lose weight, but you can't do it because you are restricting so much, and that's not the way to do it. It's to change the calories that you're eating. Go for the high fiber, high carb foods. Stop filling yourself up, trying to fill yourself up on fat. That's what she's doing, and that's where she'll always go wrong. Yeah, see, so that's not many calories. I'm not sure why this person puts a little thing like that, but 2,190 is not enough for her. She needs to be eating more of the good stuff, obviously. Okay, we got some music here. I'm going to try and find one where we actually have someone speaking, because I really do want people to speak.
What I ate in a day? Extremely severely hungover edition. I remember
Extremely severely hungover. It's not cool, sis.
I still had my chicken nugs from last night. I think I was still drunk.
Those nails, like how much money are they putting into these nails? And not caring, like when they go and buy food, and like how cheap that food is that they're putting in their guts.
Severely hungover edition. I remember I still had my chicken nugs from last night. I think I was still drunk when I woke up, to be honest, because they were so soggy. And I still ate them because I was starving. I'm so glad I've got a double bed. It's one side for snacks and one side for me. Hula hoops and dunkers while
Oh my goodness.
watching Married at First Sight, and I cannot stand this guy and his comments. My mum saved my soul and brought
Oh wow, look at the grease. Look at the grease. Yeah, super KFC cruelty. Well done, sis. Cruelty for your body and for the animals.
me home a KFC. This was stunning. It sorted me right out. The look on my face when I realised that they'd forgot my gravy and give me an extra corn on the cob instead.
Oh wow, there's a lot of fried going on here, isn't there? This fried stuff is super hard for your body to actually process. You know, there's so much oh gosh, what is it? The glycation, basically. It's very aging. This is like rapid aging food for sure.
I mean, I love corn on the cob, but instead of gravy, I don't think so.
You know, because a lot of women get these anti-aging processes and procedures and stuff like that, but then they're eating like this and then like, hello, this is super, super aging.
Chicken was absolutely gorgeous, and so was this burger. Then afterwards, I had a little nap. It's got to be done when you're hungover. That's why I actually look like I've been dragged through a bush. Another dairy dunker, and
Okay, it's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. Let's move it on.
What I ate for lunch. Sweet tea.
Okay, so she's having some sweet tea. I'm not sure exactly what's in that, but I am not too mad about that because it is sweet.
Waffle fry with honey mustard.
Oh no, we went downhill real quick, didn't we? Waffle fry with honey mustard. Okay. Oh shit, this is breakfast, sis. What are you doing? Huh? Okay, so we got honey pimento sandwich. What is that? Wow. Like, you know, again, the makeup, the the nails, the eyelashes. There's more care for the superficial stuff, like on the outside. Start caring about the inside. Start caring about the inside before you are forced to really, really care about it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some pain, sis. You're gonna have some pain. It's coming. If you haven't got it already, I'm sure you have. And I'm not wishing it on them, but I'm just saying this is honestly what's gonna happen. Okay, it's too much focusing on her eating here. What? Is this more?
Kale crunch salad.
Kale crunch salad. I wonder how they destroy that salad and make it into something probably super fatty dressing or something. I'm not sure. It's not just obviously going to be kale and onion. But good to see that there's green.
Sweet tea.
More sweet tea. Okay. And that was it. That was it? So she's obviously restricting her calories here. Oh, this is just for lunch. Okay. Massive cheat day. Okay. I'm going to turn off this. Breakfast wrap, rip open. Again, people are still eating at McDonald's. How is this happening? Breakfast wrap, an egg and cheese McMuffin with orange juice. At least there's some orange juice in there. I'm sure it's reconstituted dead orange juice, but hey, it's better than nothing. No, that's a no. It's so Tropicana. Okay, good. Well, that's the orange juice. Look how little that thing is too. I mean, that is not satisfying anyone. That's not filling your gut. There's not enough fiber in there. You need that fiber for the satiation. You need to feel like the stomach is expanded, you know, because then the message to the brain, hey, we got enough, stop eating. Obviously need the carbs in there, the fructose as well. Okay, so she's trying to get some fructose. She's desperately trying to get some fructose as a frugivore that she is. She's not getting it through the other crap that she's eating. Dairy milk chocolate. Okay, well, how much did you... Oh, she ate 530 calories of that. So here, a smoothie would have been great. 5 bananas, add sugar to it, add berries to it. I know she would like it. You know, I know these individuals would like it. I can make them a smoothie that they would love. But it's a matter of just, you know, taking some time to consider what goes into your body, not just grabbing whatever's convenient, right? That's going to be a real mess. Quavers. There's a lot of branding going on here. What? She had a box of... What? She had a box of them? Oh gosh, this is the most pathetic excuse for like a fruit replacement I've ever seen. They look terrible. Imagine the colors. This isn't healthy. Gosh. Okay. So chicken selects chips, mozzarella sticks with tomato sauce, Sprite Zero. Oh my Lord. I'm not sure what to say. Like deep fried mozzarella sticks. Oh, shoot. Let's see why don't you show how bad you feel after eating this? You know, we never see the full effect, do we? Oh my goodness. Deep fried. See, the tomato sauce is the only thing that she's having that has some sugar in it, right? Because the human frugivore needs that sugar, and that's why they're going for tomato sauce accompanied with the fried food, because it's not satisfying enough. Oh my gosh, this whole video has been a real train wreck. 2:30 p.m. hazelnut cake. She's going for some more sweet. She needs the sweet. Oh, packet, hazelnut cake. And I don't know, and it seemed like she had some sort of soft drink. Okay, now she's having more candy. See all this candy, and there's no fruit. I don't think I've seen fruit in this entire video. Like of all the what I ate in a days. 12 chocolate biscuits. She had 12 chocolate biscuits. Okay, she's really, really depleted. Super, super depleted. She's supporting McDonald's so much too. It's very disappointing. You should be embarrassed about that, sis. You know, stop supporting this awful business that is just about real estate at the end of the day. Anyway, McDonald's, if you look into it, they're not there to help nourish you as a human frugivore. They're just there to like transfer the wealth basically from you to them, get the real estate, get out. Who cares if they ruin people's lives and animals? Okay. Yep. Disappointing. Pop, cola, posh. There's too many products. There is too many products. You got to get rid of all these products out of your life. Oh, shit. This is painful stuff. This is painful food. Chicken tenders, nuggets, tomato sauce, dead bird bits. It is an absolute train wreck. And then she's finishing off with, seriously, is she eating all this? This must be like over 6,000 calories right now. There's a lot of fat. I question whether she's actually eating all this. 2 liters of 10 p.m. My goodness. Salt and vinegar. Hang on. She cannot be eating all this. This is a huge junk food binge day. Oh my gosh. I mean, how much does all this cost too? That whole day of eating. Okay. So the whole day of eating is like super expensive, really. What? She's having flaming hot Cheetos? 12,213. I question whether that is actually true or not, but it's definitely possible when these individuals are going in between starving themselves, right? Just really trying to be good, eating 1,200 calories a day. And they have a lot of weight, you know, they're over 100 kilos often, and they need to meet those needs with the right food. So then they have the energy to move the body, right? But if they keep starving themselves and then binging out, then they get bigger and bigger and more pain, more disease, just a horrible future, right? So that was disappointing. Right, that was disappointing. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me if you got this far. I hope you join us in the VIP community, or you check out my book so you can actually change your life and learn about how to be your best, right? And how to get your body out of pain and just completely change your whole life. There's a link to my coaching as well. I provide coaching, my books, 12-month course. Let us know. All right. Don't forget to go fruit yourself, please. Please don't do what these people are doing.